The fuck going on in this bitch? The BBR Draft League Week 4 Team Builder video. Welcome everybody, you know what I'm saying? Now look, out of curiosity, I decided to check my YouTube analytics, bro, because I know how everybody on all their YouTube channels, they always cry that fucking 75% of the people are not subscribed that watch their videos. And I was like, surely, most of the people that watch my videos are subscribed. And it turns out it's not, motherfucker. 73% of the people watching my videos, of my watch hours, are not fucking subscribed. So subscribe, bitch. Subscribe, bitch. I swear I will get mad, bro. We are playing against the Greavyard, coached by J.Bear. I'm the coach of Jynx, you know what I'm saying? And J.Bear is a very good battler. I've watched his previous game, the one he lost, but he actually lost to a gunk shot miss. So his record should have been 3-0 realistically at this point. At first glance, I thought that looking at his team, I just sweep this motherfucker with Cloyster. That's how I originally was thinking, you know what I mean? That was my initial idea, before I started theorizing about this matchup. Okay, because, well, what I have to worry about is obviously Klefki, and then there's that Quagsire. The Quagsire with Unaware was the biggest issue for me. Then, when I started building a little bit, I realized one thing. The top 3, I just can't switch into these motherfuckers, bro. My team does not allow me to switch into none of these bastards. I'm talking about Garchomp, Cinderace, and Baxcalibur. The problem is, my defensive Pokemon get abused. So we're talking about Toxapex, we're talking about T-Tar, even Bronzong. Like, look at my defensive Pokemon and look at his team, right? So Garchomp, Cinderace, Baxcalibur against T-Tar, Toxapex, and Bronzong. Garchomp just EQs and Fire Blasts. This shit just Fireballs, high jump kicks. You know what I mean? Well, I guess, well, Pex can kind of wall this, but still. It could be Zen Headbutt also. And then Baxcalibur, just, you know, EQ, Icicle crashes, all of that shit. And I realized, oh shit, motherfucker. Then, he also has, like, Ice Shard priority on this bastard. There is potential for Suka Punch on Cinderace. So when I started building for this, I was like, God damn, son, what the fuck do I do, bro? And it looks like my best way against this would be to try to enforce very, like, aggressive offensive plays together with trying to, like, potentially just set up and win and prepare a situation where I can overwhelm this team with offense. But there's the Quagsire and the Klefki that are kind of stopping me. So all in all, at first glance, this matchup was relatively easy to me, but then I started realizing that it might be the fucking hardest matchup, bro, all in all. You know what I mean? But this is what I came up with in the end. We had to make a lot of changes from the previous weeks, as you can see. Most of the previous weeks, I was bringing Pokemon, I was bringing the same lineups, except for one Pokemon. This time we have a whole different lineup. So we got Cloyster. I thought that my main way of winning this game could be actually sweeping with Cloyster, but I have to make sure that Klefki is either trapped, which I was thinking about doing, but then obviously I remembered that this thing has Magnet Rise, so there's no point bringing Dougie really. So I need to somehow get rid of the Klefki, potentially the screens, and get rid of the Quagsire, right? So for the Quagsire, we do have Cloyster with this particular EV spread and Mystic Water. Mystic Water, Cloyster with this EV spread, 2-hit KOs, physically defensive Quagsire. I think he brings physically defensive just because I have Lucario and all that type of shit, you know, and potentially DD Salamence. So we got this set, the rest is self-explanatory. This speed, I think this is enough to outspeed Scarf Cinderace? If I'm not wrong, no, definitely not, because it hits 500. Something scarfed, it outspeeds. I forgot, bro. I don't have the fucking notes up. Shoutouts to Maverick Shooters for helping me build this team, by the way. Without him, I would have been pretty much lost in guesses, what to run and what to use. All right, we got Lucario. This particular Lucario set. I'm running 266 speed because I am expecting the Baxcalibur to be running 263 speed to outspeed max speed Cloyster by 1, right? So we're running 266 here to speed creep, the speed creeping of speed creeping, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to run max speed Adamant because I feel like there's no point. And I mean, we do have a little bit of bulk and, you know, just the classic E-speed, Swords Dance. We went with Steadfast just in case there is like, I don't know, Scarfed Dunsparce flinches. I don't expect any like dark moves on this team, right? Because there's what, Throat Chop on Heracross potentially. I don't know, maybe Foul Play on Klefki, but they don't seem to be likely, you know what I mean? So I was thinking that maybe if we get flinched and we get a speed buff, that could really help us, you know? Close combat, Life Orb close combat should do a KO in most cases, even with leftovers, the Quagsire. So that was what I was going for mostly. Then we got Shakira. Oricorio. The shiny looks fucking clean though. Oricorio is making a debut, and the problem with Oricorio is that it's one of my only things to really like kind of stop and wall the Cinderace, right? We got Hurricane Sub Roost Quiver Dance. Originally, I was thinking of running a Revelation Dance instead of Hurricane. We got Hurricane though, obviously, you know, it's a move that is really unreliable. But then again, it's all in the head, bro. It's all in the head. You have to say that I'm never gonna miss. I just don't miss. In my 15 fucking years of playing competitive Pokemon, I haven't missed a single move in my life, okay? So, I don't really care. Hurricane, 70% accuracy doesn't mean shit to me. Sub over Revelation Dance, in case we like, sit on the Quagsire. So the idea is that if Quagsire doesn't have a water move, we just sub on that shit, try to confuse it, Hurricane, all that type of shit, or he's gonna be forced to switch into Klefki, and then Klefki can't T-Wave, because Klefki has priority T-Wave, right? Then Klefki can't T-Wave the Oricorio. We can slowly build up, set up with Oricorio and potentially sweep. These EVs are enough, I'm pretty sure +1 Hurricane kills the Baxcalibur after rocks, some shit like that. We have a lot of defense to make sure we don't get too KO'd by Ice Shard, that we also don't take too much damage from Cinderace overall. Like, it's just, and this is again enough speed to speed creep the speed creepers of Cloyster, alright? So then we got Scarf Pussy Boy. This set is pretty interesting, so I'm going double Scarf in this, as I said, because I have to be as aggressive as possible and try to be as I guess offensive as I can. Espeon with Choice Scarf. We do have Trick. Trick is mostly for either the Dunsparce, Quagsire, or Klefki. Then we have obviously Psychic Dazzling Gleam goes crazy against this team, not gonna lie, like it does a lot of work. And then we have Psychic Fang's Tech in case screens come, pause, because I do need something to break the screens, right? I don't want to run Brick Break on this because then we can't break the Quagsire. So we're running Psychic Fangs on Espeon, that's a cool tech, right? Then we got Rolex, you know what I'm saying, the cannon, the watch, the fucking bell, whatever this shit is. It's a Bronzong. And so this particular set is built to beat +1 Baxcalibur. So with Baxcalibur DDs, I can take 2 Terra Blast Electrics. His Terras are Dragon and Electric, by the way. Is built to take 2 Terra Blasts from +1 Baxcalibur and 2 KO'd with Earthquake. I was originally thinking of running Occaberry for the Cinderace, for example, because then we would have been able to check the Cinderace, but Earthquake just doesn't do enough, even with like max special attack, I mean max attack Brave. Then we got Ice Spinner for the Garchomp potentially, but there's also always Fire Blast potential, you know, and then we got Rocks in this. Yeah. That's pretty much how it is. And then Solomon's is Choice Scarf. Obviously, we are checked by Ice Shard, right? But there is always a chance that my opposition doesn't bring Ice Shard, right? So, it might be just, you know, DD, 3 attacks, no Ice Shard, Baxcalibur, right? So, Solomon's Scarf, I've done different types of calcs, and Draco Meteor ensures the kill on both dragons. On top of that, it does 2 KO the Quagsire. Obviously, Unaware doesn't matter for our special attack drops, so we can just spam Draco into it, right? Then we got Dragon Claw, Earthquake, pretty self-explanatory. We need Earthquake to kill the Gengar in 1 hit. You know, Dragon Claw, just good physical stab if I come in and get Moxie boosts and all that shit, and then Dual Wing Beat just for, I guess, coverage, you know? So that's the team. Realistically, you can see this team is very, like, offensive-oriented, and we're gonna have to potentially break Unaware and screens to win with our offense. So this matchup is, I'd say, in my opinion, probably the toughest we've had so far, realistically breaking it down, you know? Otherwise, this matchup just looks like Cloyster just sets up and wins type of thing, you know? But we're gonna have to meet a lot of conditions for this to happen, if that makes sense, you know? So, yeah, it's pretty cool that some Pokemon are making debuts, and make sure to stay tuned for the video dropping later today, I think. I don't remember. I don't know when I'm recording this. Ugh. Okay, I'm out this bitch.